I always mess up everybody's name, but I know numbers.
Right.
Showing my age in here, right? Yeah. But I guess a lot of times I remember, obviously, nicknames and stuff like this, but I love the kid that came from Boston, Winston.
Neesmith? Aaron Neesmith?
Neesmith, yeah, see how that whole thing worked?
Right.
But I love him. I love the kid that came from Arizona.
Ben Mathurin.
Ben Mathurin, yes. Just so we get these names right. I love McConney off the bench. I love Turner. I love y'all team, bro.
Yeah.
Talk about the guys and the cash. And then I love Brown coming over. It just looks like you guys are having a lot of fun, and whatever y'all are doing off the court is transcending to on the court. Just talk about some of the guys you play with.
Yeah, I think we got some dogs. I think
some dogs.
You talked about it. I think a lot of people are talking about it. We just got a lot of guys who they want to win, and we also got a lot of dudes who want to get paid too. You know what I mean? And I think that's a mutual understanding in our organization. Like, I want to see my guys succeed, right? So we got 4 dudes from my draft class alone. We got me, Obi Toppin, Aaron Neesmith, and Jalen Smith. Right. You know what I mean? And so that's like, those are, all of us have been traded from the team we got picked from, right? So all of us are coming in here trying to prove something. Like, not to people around, but to ourselves as well. You know what I mean? And I think that's ultimately what our group comes down to, is we got a bunch of guys who are trying to prove something to themselves, right? Like, Buddy Hield has played the most NBA minutes right now without a playoff appearance. Miles Turner, they said it was him and Sabonis. They were always like, get Miles out of there. You know what I mean? Like, he ain't gonna fit there. He ain't gonna fit with Tyrese. They don't roll enough. You know what I mean? We got a bunch of guys like that who are out here to prove something to themselves and others. You know what I mean? And I think we can all connect that way. And we got a bunch of guys who get along. And like, we go out, when we go to cities, we all go to dinner with each other. It's always like, yo, let's go to dinner. And he's like, oh, I'm already going with him. Come with us. You know what I mean? And we all come together, like 5, 6, 7 of us go to dinner on the road at all times. You know what I mean? So we're a really close group. And I think ultimately what you're seeing is we want to see each other succeed. Like, you watching the in-season tournament, our bench is always got the most juice to it.
Most.
And everybody thinks like, oh, because they're trying to get the $500K. Now, that's part of it.
Yeah,
but I think it's also like, nah, like, we want to win. Like, we hungry to win. And so that's what I love about our group. We got a really great group of guys together.